All right, if you want to see Pete Davidson perform, you may have to be willing to sign a $1 million non-disclosure agreement. So over the weekend, reports surfaced that Pete reportedly required audience members to sign an NDA before his November 27th show in San Francisco.
Are you shocked by this?
Kind of.
It seems like an extreme measure.
It's pretty extra.
Let's break this down a little bit. Stacey Young, she had purchased a ticket for the performance, shared a copy of the NDA on a Facebook post for the event, saying that she was first notified about the agreement on the day of the show. Now, that NDA notes that by signing this agreement, you're agreeing not to discuss any details of the show that you're about to watch or your experiences at this event, specifically prohibiting posts on blogs, online outlets, and social media. And it says any breach of the contract would require payment of $1 million in damages, as well as any resulting legal fees.
Yeah, in addition to signing the document, attendees were also asked to provide their contact information as well as the names of the social media accounts and had to hand over any phones or recording devices during the actual performance. It's crazy that you had to give your Instagram handle. Are they going to check up to make sure you're not
Yeah,
missing?
I think that's what they're probably compiling a list of like to watch and make sure. But Stacey Young, she wrote on Facebook, quote, "I understood and I was willing to consent to the initial request of locking up any phones or cameras brought to the event." But she says, "I think this is a bit ridiculous and over the top. I get that comedians are protective of their jokes. They don't want their routines rebroadcast, but it's rather Orwellian to not allow anyone to share an opinion on it. Don't perform for the public if you don't want people to have an opinion about it." That was her comment.
Yeah, now Stacey did not sign the NDA and was given a full refund. At least she got her money back. She told Variety, "I didn't want to sign it because he was basically saying I wasn't able to comment on it or have an opinion." Would you have signed it?
Well, I think it's one of those things where, first of all, if he happened to be filming a special or something, I'm not surprised by that. I did go to a comedy show recently here in New York at the Comedy Cellar or something, and they confiscated everyone's
take your phones, which I think is great.
In this era where comedians are constantly being sort of roasted online after something they say in a set, and then they say the wrong thing in the wrong way in a set of a small room, all of a sudden it's on Twitter, could like take them down their career.
Yeah.
Granted, then you have to say, if you're saying something that's so edgy and out there that it would offend that many people, maybe you shouldn't say it. I don't know.
But basically this is taking it to the next level where you can't even go on social media and say your comments on the show.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if I go to a show and I have to sign it, I may as well just sign it. I'm not going to leave.
I guess it's like if you're an artist like him who's got a big following, he's well known, he's in a unique position to be able to require that and people will still see him. A lot of comedians obviously wouldn't have that luxury.
You got to be afraid that you don't get too drunk and then post about it and then all of a sudden
slap you with $1 million. Anyway, an employee at the venue told the San Francisco Chronicle that the venue had only learned about that NDA the day before the show. The online magazine Consequence of Sound first reported on the news. They noted that according to various Twitter posts, Pete has been requiring audience members to sign NDAs since November 7th when he performed in Minneapolis. So it's been going on.
Yeah, and sources confirmed to Variety that Pete also used the NDA before his show on Saturday in Chicago, and Pete's next show is scheduled for December 9th in Hollywood, Florida. I wonder if it'll really affect the amount of people going to his shows.
That's going to be it, right? If all of a sudden the attendance drops and revenue drops, then I think those will go away.
Yeah.